I think at some point I'm not going to have the beanie on in every single video. I think. I don't know for sure. That's a possibility. I've made a lot of videos today, I think. Anyway. Anywho. I wanted to say something about all this that's going on. Something that's good to remember is that everybody, including myself, to an extent, is selling you a story. Every single person, every word uttered out of somebody's mouth, everything written down, everything on signs, it's all trying to sell you a story. Even what Og is doing, even what the people in the projects are doing, what Christianity talks about, what Islam talks about, what atheism talks about, what Pastafarianism talks about, animism, everything is somebody trying to sell you a story. And how much of that story you resonate with, or how much you believe, how much you take on as your own, how much you identify with, is what determines what the collective reality spouts out and what you end up living out. So it's important to remember that no matter what the story is somebody's selling you, no matter how much of it you take on, it's adaptable from the inside out, from the present moment out to the past, out to the future. It's not that the future is somehow more indefinite than the past, because they're pretty similar. That's not an easy one to grasp, because it feels like the past, we've been sold the story that the past is this immutable thing, but that goes along with the idea that matter is solid, and that there are little balls at the center of each atom, and that just isn't the case. There's no solidity anywhere. And another thing I wanted to say, which may or may not be relevant, is that when you hear the story of Jesus talking about being able to move mountains, like if you have the faith of a mustard seed, then you'll be able to move mountains. He's not talking, as far as I can tell, he's not talking about moving physical mountains or, energetic wobbles pretending to be matter appearing in the form of mountains. He's not talking about that necessarily. He's talking about spiritual, because the matter, we're steps down into matter. It's not the lowest level from what I can see. There's a more dense, more sort of hellish realm, more solid, more rules, more stuckness, all that. But matter is approaching that, and the ability to move mountains doesn't mean, not that they couldn't be moved by you if you figured out how to do it, but that ability, I feel, is referring to the spiritual capacity, which, if you've been on any sort of non-dual path, spiritual path, selfless path, compassionate path, all those things, if you've been on any of that, if you've been awake at all, then you know on a gut intuitive level that the spiritual, the etherical realm is vast, and there's much more power in a single spiritual moment or presence than there is in the whole realm of physicality. That's why people I know I've been saying Osho a lot, but that's why people like Osho don't have to say anything, and they will attract hordes, tens of thousands of people to their location without doing, apparently, from looking at them, without doing anything. What they're doing is they're extended out into the ether, and they have power there. And that steps down in apparent manifestation into the physical, which is why, from a physical standpoint, nobody can understand why everybody's so, what's the big deal with that guy? Like, why is everybody going to listen to him or to just sit with him? This is going to be the last video tonight. Not going to promise it, but feels pretty like that's going to be the last one. Don't know what I'm going to call it, but anyway, good night. Bye.